friends, and welcome back to another pottery template tutorial. Today is a very exciting one because we are doing this adorable piggy bank. Now, this project is a little more complex than the projects that I've made in the past, but each individual step is not too tricky, so I believe in you. As always, the first step is to cut out all of the parts, and you'll need to tape together the two parts of PB1. All right, now it's time to roll out a 1/2 centimeter slab. We're going to be using a 1/2 centimeter slab for all of our pieces today. And you'll want to cut out PB8, that's the legs. You want to cut them out 4 times, PB5 twice, and all other templates once. Once your pieces are cut out, I do recommend putting them in front of the fan for about 10 minutes, just to let them dry out a little bit and make them less floppy. Okay, we are going to start construction with PB1. This is the body of your piggy bank, and you'll want to cut both of the short ends at a 45-degree angle, slip and score to attach them. Go ahead and blend the seam as well as you can. And you can set that aside for now. Now we're going to start with PB2, that's the face of the piggy bank, and you want to cut the straight ends at a 45-degree angle, just like the other one, score and attach. Moving on to PB6, you see we're preparing all of our pieces before we assemble them. So we are going to cut these 2 straight ends at a 45-degree angle and attach them into the cone shape. This will make the butt of the piggy bank. Now you're going to repeat those exact steps with the smaller cones, so PB8, that will make all of the little feet, and just make all 4 of them and set them aside. Next, we're going to prepare the snout. So that is the very thin rectangle, PB3, and cut the 2 short ends at a 45-degree angle, slip, score, and attach. Okay, we're going to start assembling now. So we are going to assemble the nose. So you want to take PB4, that's the smallest circle, place the snout piece on top of it, the piece that we just assembled, mark where it should attach, and slip and score to attach. Once it's attached, you can trim the excess. Okay, so the assembly of these next few steps is kind of important just to make sure you put it in the right order because we are creating a closed form here. So I want you to be able to smooth everything out and attach everything without messing up your piece. So we're going to start by assembling the face. So that means attaching the nose, which is the piece that we just assembled, the PB3 and PB4 attached to make the nose. We're going to attach that to the face. That's the PB2 piece, which is the cone part that has the top chopped off. So we're going to set aside the face for now. The first part we want to attach to the body might feel a little bit counterintuitive, but it's going to make sense, I promise. So you want to attach the feet first. So that is the PB8 pieces, the tiny little cones that you've made, and you can arrange them however you like. This cone is a little bit off center. It's kind of leaning one way, and so my preference is to have the point facing out. But you can assemble the feet however you like. It should be stable regardless. The next part we want to add is the face. So that's the part with the nose and the face. You want to slip and score, and these parts should line up. Last but not least, we're going to attach the butt. So you want to close the form with this and blend the butt down into the body, just like you did for the face, to close the form. And now we have the body done. Now it's time to add all the details. So these you can add however you like, make your pig as expressive as you want. Bianca is going to show a nice way to attach the ears and the tails here, but this is fully up to your creativity. You can also add additional parts, you can carve things, you can cut parts away. This is completely up to you. When attaching the tail, I do recommend attaching it at two separate points. So you can see Bianca attached the edge of the tail, so the very base of the tail, but she also curled it around and attached part of the curl to the butt of the pig. This is going to really help to make sure your tail actually stays on, because just the base part is quite thin. Once everything you want to attach is attached, you can go ahead and cut out any facial features that you want. And last thing you want to cut out is the cork hole. So again, you can attach this wherever you want. You can cut out a big of a hole as you want for the cork. I didn't want to include any instructions for the cork hole because this completely depends on the size of the cork that you have. And you can buy corks online. I usually buy them from pottery suppliers. They usually have a variety of cork sizes. Just make sure it's big enough to accommodate the coins in your country. And typically people put the corks on the bottom or on the butt. So if you want to put the cork on the butt, you can always exclude the tail. All right, our piece is finished. Now it's time to put it into the bisque fire. And Bianca is applying our classic white glaze as usual. And now our pig is completed. I think that this design is so cute. I am in love with him. This design took so many iterations because I wanted it to be expressive, but also simple enough that, you know, you could add your own flair to it. I'm really pleased with this design. I hope that you love it. I cannot wait to see the projects that you make with this template. Please feel welcome to send them to me at any time. I love to see your work. And that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.